everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be telling you my recommendations for the Sephora Friends and Family and possibly the Sephora like Vib or Rouge sale. It hasn't been confirmed yet, and when I asked Sephora I tweeted does anyone know when the date is? They tweeted me back saying that they don't disclose the dates for competition purposes, but it's safe to say, I'm pretty sure that Sephora will be having their annual sale pretty shortly. Last year I believe it was around early to mid-November, so definitely start saving or putting a little bit away for the sale. I think the sale is a great time, especially since so many of these brands never go on sale. So it's definitely a good time to stock up on your favorites or get some Christmas gifts, which is what I'm planning on doing. I'm really excited for the sale. I have a little list of for myself, which I'll share, but I'm also going to be sharing, oh, it's a windy day today, but I'm also going to be sharing my recommendations and just some things that I think would be good to keep an eye out for. As I said, I think that it's really good to make your bigger purchases during the sale. Like last year, my sister bought my Clarisonic Mia that she got me for Christmas during the sale. We went together, so I was like, yeah, if you can save money, go ahead, I don't mind. Holding off and waiting to get your big purchases is definitely a good idea. So I put together a little list on my phone of just some of the things that I think you guys should think about getting and just some things that I'm going to be getting. I have a Sephora favorites video and I'll link that down below. So if you want to get some inspiration from my favorites at Sephora, you can definitely go ahead and check out that video. Everything that I recommend in that video, it's a good idea of what I would recommend to get during the sale. So as I said, a Clarisonic is a really good thing to get during the sale because I know I got the Clarisonic Mia because I definitely don't need this huge thing. No matter what my boyfriend says, I know I don't have a massive head, but we love to say that we both have big heads, but he thinks I have a really big head. But anyways, I definitely didn't need that huge machine for my face. I got my Clarisonic last year for Christmas for my sister, but like I said, she did buy it during the sale. So, getting a Clarisonic during the sale is a good idea, or getting hair tools during the sale is a good idea because that way you can get 20% off, which is really great and kind of unheard of besides during the sale. Another thing I want to say is that I'm planning on getting Clarisonic brush head replacements because I haven't gotten a replacement in 2 months or so, and the 3-month mark is kind of the time when you want to be replacing it. So getting your brush heads or replacements is a really good idea. And like I said, they have curling irons, they have blow dryers, they have straighteners. So if you're in the market for a new blow dryer or a new straightener and you want to get a good quality one, then definitely go ahead and check out Sephora. I don't personally use a straightener, and my curling irons are from NuMe. And not to completely go off topic, but NuMe curling irons are what I use, they're what I love. And I have a couple of coupon codes that I'll link down below, so if you are in the market for some new hair tools, you can go ahead and check that out, and it is way more affordable than going to Sephora. Okay, so now I'm going to move into some face mask, and I actually purchased this before the sale because I didn't want to wait for the sale because we don't know exactly when it is. But my sister and I, we tried a sample of the Glam Glow, the hydrating one, the one in the little blue pot, and it was amazing. So my sister and I ordered that, and Sephora's having this little thing on their site right now where you can it's like a matching game, and I got lucky, and the first time I played it, I got 10% off. So I ended up just ordering that when I had that little coupon. But if you haven't tried Glam Glow, and if you want to try it, now's definitely a good time because they are a pricier face mask, but I personally believe they're worth it. I know a lot of people are kind of iffy about the whole Glam Glow thing because a lot of YouTubers, I think, were sponsored by Glam Glow, but I wasn't sponsored. I just tried a sample and I really, really liked it, especially during the winter months when my skin gets really dry. Hydrating mask is a really good option, and the set my sister and I bought, it was $79, I think, and it came with a full size of the blue mask with the hydrating one that we wanted to try and which we were planning to buy, and also 2 of the mini pot sizes of some clay mask, the exfoliating one. So that's a really good deal. I think it's the Gift Sexy set. I'll link everything that I mentioned down below, but that's a really good deal. And if you can use a 20% off coupon, they're practically giving you the mask for free. And something that I'm definitely going to get during the sale is some backups of my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I use that religiously, so I definitely want to get maybe 1 or even 2 of those. Another thing that I would recommend getting, but I already purchased with my little 10% off coupon, is my Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer. That is my all-time favorite concealer, and since it's winter, I did have to go down a shade. I'm no longer 10, I'm 7 right now. So I ordered it online and I got my 10% off. But definitely, if you're really close to running out of your products, just wait a little bit longer. The next thing I'm planning on getting is a highlighter, and it's by Becca. I know it's a cult favorite, the opal one. I'm planning on purchasing that during the sale, but from what I've heard, it is an amazing highlighter, and I love highlighters. And they have a bunch of different shades. Like they have this rose kind of one, like this rosy kind of one that I saw, and I was like, oh my gosh, that would look amazing on my best friend. She's like a paler skin. She has kind of like auburnish hair, so I'm just thinking like that would look amazing with her because she looks like so beautiful with rose gold kind of tones. I don't think they have that at my Sephora. I think I'll have to order it online. Since we're on the topic of cheeks, I will say that I think NARS blushes are great products, and I talk about them in my Sephora must-haves video, but Douceur and Deep Throat are my two favorite NARS blushes. So if you are in the market for a new like blush and want to try a NARS blush, those are my favorite. I know that Orgasm is super popular. I find it severely overrated, but Deep Throat is my favorite. Douceur is my favorite. So if you did want to get a blush, that would be a good option in my opinion. And I just saw this online right before I filmed this video, but NARS just came out with this cheek palette, and I think I'm gonna get it. It comes with a bronzer, it comes with a highlighter, and then 3 blushes. It looks beautiful. It's around $75 Canadian, so it's definitely a good product to get if you have the discount, and I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna get it. NARS came out with a blush palette a couple of years ago, and I really regret not getting it, so I'm thinking of purchasing it, but I'm not the biggest fan of palettes, so I'm gonna have to think about it, but I mean, it's beautiful. So if you haven't seen it, once again, I'll post the links to everything I mentioned down below, but the NARS palette is beautiful and definitely something that is on my sale wish list. Another item that I think is really nice to get during the sale are beauty blenders. I'm planning on getting one for my sister because she always steals my beauty blender, which is really gross since like she's using it as a sponge, but I haven't used it in a while because she's been using it. So I'm planning on getting it for her during the sale since she does love it so much. I'll just give it to her as part of her Christmas gift. If you're thinking about trying it, honestly, you can get some cheaper dupes like at Target or whatever, but nothing comes close like the real beauty blender. I'm gonna be honest, I've tried a lot of like the ones that have come out recently, and they're just like really dense, and the beauty blender manages to be like light and airy, and it really makes applying foundation and concealer really nice. I will say that I find the new mini beauty blenders to be such a marketing ploy because you can just use the tip, you know, to get into the the corners. I've never had an issue with getting into the small crevices in my eyes. They're really cute, but I don't think I would spend money on them. But I mean, like the first time I saw them, I was like, oh my god, so cute, I need them. But then I was like, no, you don't need them because you can do the same exact thing with like the tip of it. If you are interested in those, the sale would be a good time to try them out because you can get a little bit of a discount. And another thing that I'm going to be looking at during the sale are some face oils. I love using oils on my face during the winter and during the summer, but mostly during the winter because my skin gets so dry. So I was looking at the Josie Maran Argan Oil, and she came out with an Argan Oil Light, which I'm interested in as well. So if you are planning on getting a face oil, they can run, like their prices are a little higher than a typical moisturizer. Well, not La Mer, but like at Sephora, they are a little bit more expensive. So I'm looking at a Josie Maran or some sort of facial oil for the winter because I seriously need them. My skin has been really dry lately. And the last thing I want to recommend for during the sale are perfumes or colognes. I know that a lot of people like to give and receive just finished with my makeup, and I have to say that I really like this foundation so